The man accused of killing Dartmouth battle rapper Pat Stay has been found guilty of second-degree murder by a Nova Scotia Supreme Court jury. 34-year-old Adam Drake is facing another life sentence after he was already serving 25 years for a murder in 2016.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was already convicted of a previous murder.
What is he doing?
I thought he got away with all his murders.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought too.
So this guy's like the King Von of Nova Scotia.
So, but hold on, what is he doing out? And how was he able to kill the guy if he was convicted of a murder already? Doesn't make sense.
You're right. Was he convicted while he was going through the trial with Pat Stay? You're right.
No, I think probably what happened was he was convicted after Pat Stay's death.
It has to be that.
Yeah, it has to be that.
Yeah, because he was out. Yeah, you're right. He was out.
Yeah, there's no other way.
And that's why I thought like he got away with all his shit. They were saying, yo, this guy is connected to 3 murders or 4 murders in Nova Scotia, allegedly.
Yeah, and he was like a fucking weed czar. Like he sold a lot of weed and shit.
Fuck.
Gareth Hampshire has the latest from court in Dartmouth and a warning. Some visuals in this report may be disturbing to some.
There were gasps of relief in the courtroom and cheers outside after the jury found Adam Drake guilty of second-degree murder. Drake turned around to face Pat Stay's family and said, "They got it wrong. You don't got justice." But Stay's brother, partner, family members and friends did not respond, with their only focus on the verdict they had been worried about.
This was the hardest 5 weeks of my life, so now that this is done, like this part's closed, but losing Pat will never be closure for that, but at least we can move forward with knowing that his murderer is in jail.
The clinching piece of evidence was surveillance video from the nightclub where Stay was stabbed nearly 3 years ago. The defense argued it was inconclusive, but the Crown said by process of elimination, the only person who could have carried out the stabbing was Drake.
When you watch it the first time, it appears busy, and I think...
The Crown prosecutor, good for her.
So there is a video, and...
Sorry, what was so funny about that, guy? Yeah, the guy's last name was Drake.
I was really concerned about this case because even though I believed he committed it, I just didn't feel like they had a strong enough case. And then when I heard what was on the video, he wasn't on the video. It's kind of like they said, it's inconclusive. It's hard to tell. But apparently he was there. And they just said, so by the process of elimination, he's the only one. And even that, I'm kind of like, by the process of elimination? So it's like, okay, it's gotta be you. It's kind of like, that's kind of shaky ground to me.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy with the verdict. I have no doubt that he did the shit. But, you know, in terms of like, you know, beyond a reasonable doubt, you want something that is a smoking gun. And I just didn't think they had it. But I am happy with the verdict.
Helping people understand that they can take their time and individually look at each person and each piece in the video and work their way through it that way was crucial.
What the jury did not know is that Drake is already serving a life sentence for a first-degree murder conviction that was finally handed down last year. The shooting of Tyler Kaiser happened in 2016, but this video was not released and the matter was under a publication ban to make sure Drake got a fair trial.
I can only say that the matter had been before the courts. It had been withdrawn based on scrutiny of Crown attorney work, and upon careful subsequent review and some changes along the way with new evidence, we tried that matter again.
The second-degree murder conviction comes with an automatic life sentence, and what's left to be decided now is how long it should be before Drake gets to apply for parole, with the Crown explaining the majority of the jury think that should be 25 years. Gareth Hampshire, CBC News.
I think it should be forever. Like, give me.
You know, it's crazy. This guy is convicted of 2 murders, and he can still apply for parole. Even if he's denied, he can still apply.
Yeah.
2 murders, and you know he's got more bodies.
Yeah, most likely.
This is wild. Canada needs to smarten up. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this guy's a menace to society. Lock him up, and throw away the key as fast as you can.
Man, salute to Pat Stay's family. My God, I am so happy. When I heard the news, I honestly, I was so happy. It really made my month.
You know what? But here comes the cynical me. He's probably gonna have a cell phone in jail and taunt the family some more.
Yeah. But you know what, man? the most important thing is he won't be on the streets for a very long time. Hopefully never again. Because this dude cannot go back. He can't be back on the streets. Like, this guy is literally, he's not a serial killer, but this dude, he's a maniac. He's a lunatic.
He's damn near.
Get him off of the fucking
streets. He's one body away from being a serial killer.
Absolutely. So I'm so happy. R.I.P. Pat Stay. My God. And, Organic of King of the Dot.
Yeah.
He said that the judge agreed to release the surveillance footage from that night. I'm really curious to hear the justification for that. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a touchy subject. I don't think it should be shown because just for respect for his children. Because the man still has children. The man had children.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine 10 years from now.
Yeah,
the kid, stumbles across the video online. How traumatizing it could be.
Absolutely.
So no, I'm not with it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm definitely not with it, and it kind of opened up my eyes to like the things that I post on my page because in the past I have posted people in their final moments. I'll be honest, I'm guilty of that, and just thinking to myself. Could you imagine the effect that has on a person's family, the victim's family?
Yeah. And especially the fact that you're like 6 degrees or 3 degrees separation between you and Pat Stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, even if the crime, so for example, a good example would be George Floyd.
Mm-hmm. That's even, I personally didn't watch those.
That was everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
The entire freaking 9-minute and change video of him pleading. No. And he has a daughter.
Yeah, no, thanks.
So I think I think in cases where someone's and unfortunately there are just situations where you can't prevent the shit from going out, right? So for example, we spoke about it earlier, that couple in Las Vegas that was killed on live stream. They were live streaming. Mm-hmm. Boom, the video's there. It's gone. It's viral.
Right. I mean, you can scrub it. You can try to pay people to scrub it. Take it down.
You're gonna, like, it's live stream. So if you have a couple hundred people watching it, guess what?
You can probably scrub it for the most part. Like they scrubbed that Beyonce photo, that ugly Beyonce photo.
Who's they? Who would be they though? The platform?
No, ethical hackers.
No, I mean, I think by then people already made copies. They shared it 1,000 times. Like a murder being caught on live stream, like that's like within freaking the minute. That's gone viral. What do you? I thought we're having a serious conversation. You're showing me Beyonce. What the fuck?
But this is the ugly photo of.
Yeah, I remember that video.
She paid to get that removed online.
Yeah, and it's still online though.
It's still online.
So it's a tough situation, but I know going forward, when it comes to posting content, I'm gonna be very mindful of what I post and think about, people's kids and their families and stuff like that. Because sure. God forbid if, I was ever in a situation and it was recorded, I would not want my daughter to see that. So going forward, if you're going to see some shit, go to Twitter, watch it on there. You won't see it on my page. I'm not posting it. Yeah. Exercise some empathy here and compassion. All right.